It is 7:09, and on Close Up this morning, excuse me, Surgeon General Joycelyn Elders. On Friday, she was forced to resign because of comments she made about masturbation. This morning, she's in our Washington bureau. Dr. Elders, good morning to you.
Good morning, Katie.
After giving a speech at a World AIDS Day event, you were essentially asked about the prospect for a more explicit discussion of masturbation within the dialogue about preventing AIDS. What exactly did you say?
Oh, Katie, you know, I can't ever remember exactly what I've said, but I think it's been on every TV and in every newspaper, and I think I was really talking about teaching children about, that nothing terrible will happen to them if they, play with themselves or things like that. I'm not, I was talking about information.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think your comments were so misunderstood and misinterpreted?
Well, I think that when people are, looking for comments to be misunderstood, and anytime we talk about sexuality issues, I think everybody takes on a different context.
Because it was widely reported that you were advocating the teaching of masturbation in schools.
Well, I know, but, that I think that we are talking about, you don't have to teach people the how-tos of sex. God taught us that.
When you heard the White House, specifically President Clinton, Dr. Elders, was asking for your resignation following those comments, were you surprised?
Well, yes.
Were you angry?
No. I feel that the president has to do what the president has to do or feel he needs to do, at a given time. And I feel that, that's what being president is about.
Conservatives, as you well know, have been after you ever since you were appointed to the position of Surgeon General. Do you feel as if Bill Clinton was somehow bowing to political pressure by asking you to resign from your post?
Well, I feel that the president, again, was doing the things that he felt he needed to do, taking all things into consideration. And I feel, again, that's what he's supposed to do each and every day, show leadership. And a part of that was his feeling that I needed to resign or not continue to be Surgeon General at this time. I feel that that's what he should do.
Newt Gingrich recently made some disparaging remarks about you, but some of your remarks were controversial by any standards. Even your supporters have suggested, Dr. Elders, that your candor really didn't help you or the administration very much. For example, in the Washington Post, an editorial praised your accomplishments, but added, quote, "She just wouldn't stop popping off in heedless fashion, almost if she were looking for trouble." Do you wish in retrospect that you had tempered some of the comments you've made in the past?
Oh, Katie, it's, when you look back, you can, hindsight's 20/20. And I think that Joycelyn Elders was Joycelyn Elders. And so, I really felt that all of the comments I made were true. And, I think that the country needs to approach many of these issues. And the longer we wait, I feel the more children we're going to lose. And I don't feel that, I should start second-guessing myself today.
Do you think, though, Dr. Elders, that perhaps that you were out of touch with mainstream America? Some of your comments about looking into legalizing drugs, being dismissive to those who didn't want to have condom distribution in schools, saying that those who were against abortion needed to get over their love affair with the fetus.
I think that all of those comments need to be taken into the context in which they were approached. I was asked about legalization of drugs, and I said that I felt that we should study the issue, considering the number of young people that we were having that was dying with drugs, considering the number of crimes that we have in our society, and the marked cost to our society. So that was, and I said that I didn't know. And if I knew the answer, I wouldn't have felt we needed to study the issue. And study, to me, means looking at what is the best way. We know that just picking people up and throwing them in jail is not necessarily the way to solve that problem.
Dr. Elders, looking back on your tenure as Surgeon General, what do you think has been your biggest accomplishment?
Oh, I think the biggest accomplishment that I've made is I've increased the awareness of the American people of the problems that we have in our society related to crime, teen pregnancies, drug and alcohol abuse, and many of the public health or the social and behavioral problems that are influencing the health of Americans.
What's ahead for you, Dr. Elders?
Well, I don't know. I'm obviously looking into, several kinds of things. This happened on Friday, and it's just Monday.
Are you going to go back to Arkansas?
Well, I think that's certainly a possibility. I'm an on-leave tenured professor at the University of Arkansas.
All right. Well, Dr. Joycelyn Elders, good luck to you. Thanks so much for talking with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.